National League for us as a club has been the ultimate league. It's the single most important thing that we have within our program. And so it opens your eyes in terms of what's out there, not just within your region, but outside of that. And it's through competition. And there's nothing given here in terms of, oh, you're wonderful, you're great, and you've done great in the past. Here, come on in and play National League. No, every single year they understand that, like most things in life that are worthwhile, you have to earn them. And I think there's something really meaningful when you have to step on the field and know that you got there not because you were given something, but you earned that thing with everything that you had, and that's what makes it super special.
I first fell in love with the game of soccer at a really young age, probably my second year playing. I had a rough start. My first year, I never touched the ball once. I played 11v11 co-ed, and I sort of just picked daisies and smiled at the camera for my mom and did cartwheels. But then my second year, my mom had asked after the season, do you want to continue playing? Do you want to try other sports? Like, you could do gymnastics. And I was like, well, maybe we should try something else. My mom's like, okay, well, just one more year and see how you like it. And then if not, we'll go just do something else. And the second year, my mom said that, like, off the kickoff, I just took the ball, dribbled it straight to the goal, and shot it in. And ever since then, I've been in love with scoring goals, and it's been, gosh, 22 years later, something like that. My parents have been hugely influential in my career. Neither of them played soccer themselves, but as soon as my sisters and I took to it, they were our coaches, our managers, our cheerleaders, our biggest critics. I remember growing up, my parents would tell me, you can go out with your friends as long as you can juggle 100 times first, or, talent is a gift and, it's a sin to waste it. Go outside and practice and make yourself great. My mom shagged balls. She drove me an hour and a half to practice even after I got my license in high school so I could do my homework in the car. And, they've traveled around the world now watching me play and getting to enjoy it on the back end. I remember everything about my youth club career. I think that there's nothing like being a young girl playing soccer. I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and, making these lifelong bonds. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I was just talking about this. I can tell you whose dad that is, whose dad that is. I both stay in touch with both of them. I actually don't know who's carrying me though. Oh, I look really young for an 18-year-old, just throw that out there. But yeah, I think that this kind of embodies exactly what I said. Just the camaraderie of our parents in the background supporting us, following us all the way, celebrating with your teammates. In terms of advice for young players, I always say it's a little difficult to keep perspective at that age, and it feels like at times your whole life is riding on winning and losing games. But I think that, what I remember now isn't, the wins, and it wasn't the success or the accolades. It was the feeling. It was how much fun I had with my friends and how much fun I had working towards my goals and learning those important lessons. So I think for young players, just keep that in mind, that when you're happy, you're at your best. You're playing at your best. So stress and pressure, let it fall away and let yourself be who you are, and that's the best you can do for yourself and for your team.
USU Soccer is the largest youth sports organization in the country and provides playing opportunities for first-time players as well as future superstars. Everybody starts somewhere, and for the over 3 million players every year, USU Soccer is the place to grow and to develop.
Well, it's a lot of fun to watch them play. It's a lot of fun to watch them build their confidence up and to learn the technical piece of the game, but also a lot about teamwork and what it takes to be a good teammate.
The only thing that I can do for them is really have them understand that through discipline, hard work, framed as soccer, but more importantly applied in school, is the vehicle ultimately for the success of themselves and their families.
I like playing competitive soccer because it gives me something to be really proud of, and that I know that I'm putting my effort into something and that I'm really getting results out of it. I love my team and I love playing, so the whole thing, it can be hard, but it's 100% worth it, and it just gives you something, a purpose in life that you can really put your heart and soul into.
I first fell in love with the game of soccer when I was about 6 years old. My parents signed me up for a youth league, and I love running around and scoring goals and doing all the fun things, sliding and kicking the ball. So that was the beginning of it, and I try and cast my mind back to those days when things get tough.
I've got quite a few memorable youth soccer moments. It was a learning experience. I was one of the better players on my club team, but then being selected for the New Jersey ODP, I suddenly found myself kind of at the bottom. And when I made the regional team, suddenly found myself at the bottom again. So I think it was definitely a learning experience, and I had to work hard, and it didn't come naturally for me. I had to kind of work at it. But I would say, playing with my club team, the Medford Strikers in New Jersey, winning 2 state championships with that team, they were like my family, and I still keep in touch with some of those girls, and those were some of my most memorable moments, kind of being with that group for 4 or 5 years.
You can't ever have success without remembering how you got there. I believe that it's the only right thing to do, to always go back to where you started. Always go back to the people who helped you, thank them, and then go back to where you started in the same environment and try to help other people achieve the level of success that you have.
1, 2, 3, Coyotes!
I love soccer because it kind of just embraced who I was. I was competitive, I was aggressive, I just wanted to run for days, and it was fun. I loved being a part of a team and fell in love with it pretty quickly. I chose soccer as my single sport I wanted to do pretty early. My parents were huge, I think, in my career, especially when I was younger. My dad coached me a few years, playing in my first couple years. And then when I kind of went in to go play in club, they were my cheerleaders. They were the ones that would go out with me when I wanted to train on my own a little bit, and driving me to and from practice, wherever it was, and tournaments they came with as well. So we were a big soccer family, that was for sure. Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, which still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of. Looking back on it, playing in state regionals and the big tournaments for us back then made me a better player. It inspired me to want to go further and take it to the next level, wherever that was. And for me, it was to go to college. It was to be a part of the youth national teams. The competition just brought that want and the will to work harder to try and be a better player. And kind of being a part of those bigger games, those bigger tournaments at a younger age, kind of just planted a seed to want to continue and go as far as I could, and was able to go with the opportunities that I had.
Serving it, it's headed home. The U.S. has scored, and they'll take the lead.
Wide open is Julie Johnston.
As I've learned with my journey is to enjoy the journey. That it is hard, but it's definitely possible. So dream big and dream as big as you possibly can, and you definitely can be a part of this team. It just takes a lot of hard work, and if you're willing to do that, then you'll be here. If you're willing to understand that it's going to take a lot, but it's so worth it, and if you love it, go for it.
I've talked to a lot of college coaches who feel that the National League is the best recruiting tool for them because they know that everybody has earned their right to be here and that every game is going to exhibit a lot of quality players.
You know, you see all the college coaches out here for the National League, and this is a great environment for us to see players at that next level, to see if they fit into our programs. But the competition is very good, and it's refreshing to watch some really good games.
Good morning and welcome in to a beautiful day here in Boise, Idaho. The sun's shining on the boys' U14 Region 4 championship between the Eastside Timbers out of Oregon and the Las Vegas Soccer Academy out of Nevada. A couple of State Cup champions trying to add a regional championship, and we'll run through their credentials, lofty as they are. We are getting set here for starters to be introduced. Sportsmanship handshake and all the fans here getting one last look before these teams take the field and compete against each other. First for the Eastside Timbers, how they reached this point. The top team in Pool B here at Region 4. We went 3-0 in pool play with a 12-4 goal differential, leading the tournament in pool play here in the U14 bracket in goals for and goal differential, and they added to it in the quarterfinals with a 3-1 win over the Arizona State champs Del Sol. Moving on to the semifinals, where a 2-1 overtime victory against defending regional champion Galaxy out of Northern California. Again, the defending champs, a 2-1 victory for Eastside, and much of that thanks to Keller Storley. He has 5 goals in the tournament, tied for second here in this age division. 2 of those came in the semifinal match. Again, the 2-1 overtime victory. Storley's 5 goals, second only to his teammate Wesley Frankel with 6 goals so far here through 5 matches. Oregon looks to move on to the national championship. The only team left in its way, the Nevada State champions, the Las Vegas Soccer Academy, 3-time State Cup champs, this squad, and this really their last hurrah before the age year breaks up the squad. 3rd time now to regionals, and 2nd time in a row to the final, again losing to Galaxy last year. Reached the quarterfinals in 2014, so the 3rd year in a row this group makes it out of pool play and into the knockout stage. And here they are in the final for the 2nd year in a row, looking to break through to nationals, which will be in Frisco, Texas here in a few weeks, July 25th through 31st. Their path through regionals, they were the top team in Pool D, 2-0-1, with a goal differential of +2. They scored 7, gave up 5. But in their pool was the defending champion Galaxy out of Northern California, and Las Vegas able to take the top spot, a win against Galaxy, avenging that loss from last year in the regional final. We are underway here. Las Vegas wearing red, and the Eastside Timbers out of Oregon wearing white. We'll finish recapping LVSA's run through regionals. They made it to the quarterfinals as the #1 seed out of Pool D. With a 1-0 win over Maui United in the quarters, they advanced to the semis. In the semis, it was another 2-1 overtime victory, just as Eastside was able to accomplish those games yesterday. Las Vegas winning against Real Colorado. Again, 2-1 overtime victory, and that's how we got here today. We've just gotten underway in the first of 2 35-minute halves, and this will be a throw-in deep in Nevada's territory for the Oregon side. Centering pass, looking for the header, and will be cleared away by the keeper. That's David Aravalo in net for Las Vegas. Coaches on each side. Jay Janee for Las Vegas is the head coach. He's assisted by a shot on goal here and a great save from Oregon. Again, the Las Vegas side assisted by Tommy Tate, the director of coaching at the Las Vegas Soccer Academy, Jose Gomez and James Rasmussen. On the Oregon side, the head coach Jimmy Weber, and assisted by Kyle Foster. This Oregon squad reached regionals 2 years ago, unable to last year, but the farthest this group has made it, arguably the biggest games of their young lives. Ball played on toward the corner, and it will not quite get out, but fighting off the Oregon striker was Las Vegas defender Jonathan Gonzalez. Both sides with a 4-1-3-2 formation. And pressure on the center backs of Oregon here. Las Vegas trying to keep it in their half. Luke Strange, the Oregon striker, on the right flank. As hair flowing in the wind. The Timbers early trying to find him. Played out of the air. But Vegas will retain possession and charge down the right side into the corner. Played back looking for a centering pass. It's not there. Cleared away by Brian Carmona Perez. A whistle near midfield on the far side. A free kick coming for the Timbers. The Eastside Timbers, a Portland-based club. Free kick sent towards the box. But no trouble for Aravalo in net. Simultaneous matches going on here at the Simplot Sports Complex on the east end of Boise. Spectacular views of the foothills. This ball played in. The Timbers look like they have something going here. Wesley Frankel, I mentioned the regional goal leader here in the tournament. He's got 6 goals so far. He was looking to make something happen there. And he will get a corner kick out of it for the Timbers. But all these matches today going on are regional championships, and a champ will be crowned and a ticket will be punched to Frisco, Texas. U13 through U19 here this weekend. Full week of soccer action here in Boise. Corner coming, sent in, far post, and knocked away. And a free kick will follow here for Las Vegas after the high slide. Was Victor Guzman Gastelum committed the foul for Eastside, and he's still limping a little bit. He took the corner kick, and when it was cleared back out, he tried to keep it in on a slide tackle. Was whistled for the foul, and now he's headed back to his defensive position, but slow to get there, a little bit hobbled. We'll keep an eye on that. Frankel again, pressing this back line for Las Vegas, and the ball will be sent out of bounds. A throw in coming. Looks like Strange will take it. No, in fact, it looks like Porter Shea will come down, and the right back will take the throw. Played back to him along the sideline. His ball headed out of the air, out of bounds. Another throw coming. So we've seen it a couple times on this right side, the throw in from Shea. He finds one of his tall teammates who sends it back to him along the line, just as he did here. But Strange will keep it this time, and now the defenders circle. And Vegas will take possession here with a free kick. Throw in coming for LVSA deep in its own attacking third. Centering pass settled, but then the Timbers were able to swarm around it. And now looking for a counter. Frankel has it, looking for Strange, who might have been off, and he just was. And that just looked like a little bit of miscommunication. I don't think that the defense was intentionally coming up to play him offside. The reaction from Las Vegas says that just was kind of a mistake, and they got away with it. Enough pressure on the ball to cause Frankel to hesitate and not be able to get the pass off as quickly as he wanted, as Strange made his run just past the last line of defense. Searching ball there by Antino Lopez, but scooped up by the Timbers keeper. Strange settles, sends it on. Frankel going to try to run it down. The center back for Las Vegas will play keep away, and just does get it away as the keeper Aravalo able to clear it out of harm's way. Frankel was bearing down. It was Emmanuel Aparicio, Manny as his teammates call him, just able to box out Frankel enough for Aravalo to get to it. Switching fields. Playing back to the keeper. LVSA will keep possession here. It's Andy Gonzalez at the top of the attack. And now down the flank is Antonio Gomez. Pardon me, that was Timothy Stevens. Timothy Stevens, the hero from yesterday, the game winner in overtime. And on the counter, trying to thread it through to Frankel. Now it's Strange in pursuit. And an injury here. It appears Lucas Fisher, the midfielder for the Timbers, is down. There was a whistle. Don't know if it was an injury stoppage or if it was actually a foul. Looks as though there was a foul. This will be Ian Cameron, the big center back for the Timbers, taking the free kick just on the attacking side of midfield. He sends it in, trying to get ahead to it. And a foul called in the box. LVSA standing its ground. Will now be cleared away. Here comes Fisher. Moving a little bit ginger, but looking pretty good after the ankle scare. Again, looking for Strange down the right wing. That one sent on by Brian Carmona Perez. One v one on the left side, sent on, but sent wide. Lincoln Aquino. Aquino, one of the dangerous attackers for Las Vegas. Playing the left side. We will have our first sub of the match. Aquino with it, again on the left side. He's pushed the pace. Now step on it, send one over the top, and just over. Great ball by Aquino. As though that was Antonio Gomez on the receiving end of it, and he just couldn't quite get there, couldn't quite meet up. But a great ball as Gomez had a beat on the last defender. Finn Ruger will check in for the Timbers at the next opportunity. As will Keanu Cano. Ball played back into Las Vegas's defensive end, and now the Timbers will press, trying to keep it there. Sent long across the field. Now the right back for Las Vegas plays it way up. Long balls here from both sides. And it results in a Timbers throw-in. And that will give us an opportunity to get a couple of subs into the match. I mentioned Keanu Cano and Finn Ruger. They come on and they will replace Lucas Fisher and Porter Shea. A little bit of extra height here for the Timbers. Still 0-0 in our first half. In the semifinal matches played yesterday, every goal, all 6 of them, were scored in the second half and overtime. Timbers looking to get something going here. 4 attackers forward. Las Vegas is able to counter now. The Timbers still with it, but no numbers. Strange down the right side. That'll go back to Vegas. Frankel with it in the middle of the field, and everybody keeps a man on him. He is well marked as Las Vegas will now take back possession and move up the field. Into the center. Grappling going on in midfield. Both teams trying to gain possession. Storley now for the Timbers has it taken away. We mentioned his 5 goals. Trails only his teammate Wesley Frankel, who says 6 here during the tournament. And a good look from Aquino, centers, but cleared. Now another chance. This is Jonathan Gonzalez. And a dangerous tackle. A couple of whistles. There will be no booking. Nothing shown, but a warning. Gonzalez coming up from his defensive position, trying to keep that scoring opportunity alive. Aquino had gone down the left wing. Got near the baseline and sent it back, a centering pass. Nobody home to finish. Wasn't cleared all that well, and that's where Gonzalez came up and tried to keep it in. Lost possession and was whistled for a tackle. The free kick for the Timbers yields nothing, and now Las Vegas has it again, pushing the pace. Frankel on the left wing. He's seen more action in the center of the field, but he's obviously their target. The Timbers had been looking for Luke Strange down the right side to eventually send something in the middle to Frankel. Las Vegas, a nice job to shut that down, but Strange has it now. Looking for something in the middle, and instead flicks it toward goal. And it will be gobbled up by Aravalo. Aquino heads it on. Andy Gonzalez with it now. Trying to play Aquino, and he does. Aquino stays in. Aquino, left baseline. Over the top, and just wide. Not entirely sure who got their head to that one. Looks like that might have been Antino Lopez. maybe an injury substitution here for the Timbers. Center official calling the medic over, and it looks like we will have a sub. It's Keanu Cano, who was a substitute already, having to come off. And on for him is Sky Charlie Bulliard. So you just might have a cut maybe under his chin. Doesn't appear to be anything too serious. Maybe a bloody nose. If he can get that cleaned up, he'll be back in. Free kick coming for East Side. Again, just on the attacking side of midfield. This one sent toward the middle of the box. Vegas heads it away. Timbers try to keep it in. Instead, it'll be a counter here for Las Vegas. The Timbers able to regain possession. They'll set something up now near midfield. Carmona Perez dances around, avoids a defender, and now gets sent back. The keeper will play it away. Storley in the middle. He'll dance with it. Carmona Perez plays it ahead again. This time, Bulliard. And now Aquino. Tino Lopez with it in the middle. He sends it on to Andy Gonzalez. Timothy Stevens will track it down. Right corner. Trying to earn something out of this possession deep in the attacking third. And it will be a goal kick. When speaking with head coach Jay Janee from Las Vegas before the match, he didn't necessarily single anybody out right away. Foul here against Las Vegas and a free kick coming for the Timbers. He said a lot of balanced scoring, strong defensive back line, but then he just kind of pointed and he said, Lincoln Aquino. Keep an eye on that kid, and you can absolutely tell why once he is really settled in here. Andy Gonzalez with it. He gets past the right back. Now a center back picking him up. He'll circle back, looking for Aquino. Aquino doubled, slips through it onto the right side. Rebound, not quite there. And the Timbers still trying to clear, but so far lucky to still be 0-0. Not sure who had the rebound opportunity there, but it was right in front of the mouth of the goal. And again, it was Aquino setting it up. The Timbers appear now to have control, and they'll look for a counter sent high up down the left side. And that's Victor Guzman Gustalam. We'll have subs now on both sides as the Timbers take possession on a throw-in. 2 coming on for the Timbers. And the first sub of the match for Las Vegas. Strange will come off as Nicholas Lital runs on. Looks like Guzman Gostalam will come off as well for the Timbers, as Carter Lazaridis makes his way onto the pitch. Antonio Gomez is off for Las Vegas. And now making a second substitution, Timothy Stevens also coming off. Jesus Ubarrio coming on for Las Vegas, and also coming on is Don Jean-Francois. And you will notice him immediately. Again, talking to head coach Janae before the match, when asked to sort of point out a couple of people, he said the big guy. That's all you need to know. Number 9, Don Jean-Francois. The top of the attack now for Las Vegas. And he had the game winner against Galaxy in pool play. Again, Galaxy, the defending champs. This has come up a few times as they cross paths. Galaxy defeating Las Vegas last year in the regional final. Put in the same pool this year. And Las Vegas getting a bit of revenge. It was Jean-Francois with the game-winning goal. Galaxy was defeated by these East Side Timbers in the semis. And Jean-Francois will try to track this down and cannot get there in time. Aquino with the feeding ball. Still in the first half, still 0-0. Again, the Region 4 U14 Boys Championship. The winner to Nationals. The Timbers on an attack here, but again, that stingy back line for Las Vegas sniffs it out. Storley to Cameron. Now Ruger down the right side. Throw in here for Las Vegas and booted out of bounds. Substitution coming on for Las Vegas. Ryan Nogus. And he'll take the place of Ryan Rasmussen, one of the co-captains, coming off here toward the end of the first half. Nicholas Littall for the Timbers. Storley tries to head it on. And a foul called here. As Ruger tried to make a play along the right wing. That ball just bouncing around off of all kinds of limbs and extremities. Staying just in. And now Ian Cameron will come on to take the free kick. Switching spots with Ruger. Ruger, the right back who was fouled. Cameron, a center back. Cameron, the big leg, will try to send this one on. And Storley and Frankel, his likely targets. Jean-Francois almost able to get in front of the free kick before it even got down the field. Instead, it sails all the way to the baseline, and Las Vegas will play it out now for what looks like a throw-in. And it will go to Las Vegas. Not sure where the deflection was, but the Nevada State champs looking to get on the board here first. They've had the better opportunities in this half. But the Timbers staying true, having allowed just 6 goals through the first 5 matches of this tournament. And scoring 17. Nothing on the board yet for either side. Again, down the right side. Fresh legs for Las Vegas, showing their speed here. As this one will go to the Timbers now. Uzubario making a run down the right side. And Nogus was there to play with him. Two recent subs for Las Vegas. Whistle and a foul. Las Vegas with it. A free kick. This will be Tino Lopez taking the free kick. Waiting for the defense to get set behind him, just in case, to stop any counterattack. A lot of movement. Lopez sends it in. And the Timbers trying to clear. Cannot yet. Sliding kick. No good, and that one might go in. It looks like it has. Las Vegas takes a 1-0 lead. Not sure who got that one. It might have been the smallest guy in the fray. Looks as though it was. Looks like Caden Buckley, the center back who came all the way up to make the play. Gives this match its first goal. Couple swings and misses. Marcos Delgado had a good look at it. But eventually it was Buckley who sent it in. Just off the crossbar, bounced down and trickled in. Corner kick coming for the Timbers. Worth noting how that free kick was set up. It was a foul on the Timbers as Don Jean Francois sort of set up shop and wasn't going to let anybody get through. This corner kick is cleared away nicely. The Timbers now have a chance again. But the back line again for Las Vegas, just too strong. Aquino trying to track it down in the corner, not trying to give up a corner kick here. And that will be a throw-in to Las Vegas. The Timbers don't agree. Man down here for the Timbers. It's Carmona Perez. He'll get up slowly and now be tended to. Nearing the end of the first half here. Again at the U14 level. It's two 35-minute halves and then two 10-minute overtime periods if necessary. a dangerous play in the middle of the field there. Spencer Shue with the high kick. Another free kick here for Las Vegas. It's how they scored their goal. This one will be cleared away, and that'll be the half. So we reach halftime with Las Vegas taking a 1-0 lead. LVSA probably deserved it. They had the better looks all half. They deserved to be ahead as we reached the break. But it took a free kick late in the first half, and then a scrum followed by just an opportune finishing chance from Caden Buckley to put LVSA up 1-0. And at halftime, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Big thanks to Nike. Bubba Burger, the official family fun burger. Bubba Burger. Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. The National Mango Board, an official snack of U.S. Youth Soccer. Big thanks to MLS and the official grassroots partner. Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink. The Positive Coaching Alliance. Toyota, the official automobile of U.S. Youth Soccer. Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier. The National Soccer Coaches Association of America, an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Liberty Mutual Insurance, the official auto, home, life, and workers' compensation insurance. And Turbo Sports Group, the official video streaming production company of U.S. Youth Soccer. Again, we've reached halftime here at the U14 Boys Region 4 Championship. We'll be back after these words from our official sponsors.
National League for us as a club has been the ultimate league. It's the single most important thing that we have within our program. And so it opens your eyes in terms of what's out there, not just within your region, but outside of that. And it's through competition. And there's nothing given here in terms of, oh, you're wonderful, you're great, and you've done great in the past. Here, come on in and play National League. No, every single year they understand that, like most things in life that are worthwhile, you have to earn it. And I think there's something really meaningful when you have to step on the field and know that you got there not because you were given something, but you earned that thing with everything that you had, and that's what makes it super special.
I first fell in love with the game of soccer at a really young age, probably my second year playing. I had a rough start. My first year, I never touched the ball once. I played 11v11 co-ed, and I sort of just picked daisies and smiled at the camera for my mom and did cartwheels. But then my second year, my mom had asked after the season, do you want to continue playing? Do you want to try other sports? Like, you could do gymnastics. And I was like, Mom, maybe we should try something else. My mom's like, okay, well, just one more year and see how you like it. And then if not, we'll go just do something else. And the second year, my mom said that, like, off the kickoff, I just took the ball, dribbled it straight to the goal, and shot it in. And ever since then, I've been in love with scoring goals, and it's been, gosh, 22 years later, something like that. My parents have been hugely influential in my career. Neither of them played soccer themselves, but as soon as my sisters and I took to it, they were our coaches, our managers, our cheerleaders, our biggest critics. I remember growing up, my parents would tell me, you can go out with your friends as long as you can juggle 100 times first, or, talent is a gift and, it's a sin to waste it. Go outside and practice and make yourself great. My mom shagged balls. She drove me an hour and a half to practice even after I got my license in high school so I could do my homework in the car. And, they've traveled around the world now watching me play and getting to enjoy it on the back end. I remember everything about my youth club career. I think that there's nothing like being a young girl playing soccer. I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and, making these lifelong bonds. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I was just talking about this. I can tell you whose dad that is, whose dad that is. I both stay in touch with both of them. I actually don't know who's carrying me, though. Oh, I look really young for an 18-year-old, just throw that out there. But yeah, I think that this kind of embodies exactly what I said. Just the camaraderie of our parents in the background supporting us, following us all the way, celebrating with your teammates. In terms of advice for young players, I always say it's a little difficult to keep perspective at that age, and it feels like at times your whole life is riding on winning and losing games. But I think that, what I remember now isn't, the wins, and it wasn't the success or the accolades. It was the feeling. It was how much fun I had with my friends and how much fun I had working towards my goals and learning those important lessons. So I think for young players, just keep that in mind, that when you're happy, you're at your best. You're playing at your best. So stress and pressure, let it fall away and let yourself be who you are, and that's the best you can do for yourself and for your team.
USU Soccer is the largest youth sports organization in the country and provides playing opportunities for first-time players as well as future superstars. Everybody starts somewhere, and for the over 3 million players every year, USU Soccer is the place to grow and to develop.
Well, it's a lot of fun to watch it play. It's a lot of
Second half action just about to get underway here. Las Vegas 35 minutes away from a trip to nationals, a 1-0 lead. But the Timbers, no stranger to second half goals. Scored 2 of them in the semifinals, including an overtime game winner. Both of those came from Keller Storley. He and tournament leading goal scorer Wesley Frankel will look to knot things up here. This ball looking for Frankel. Carter Lazaridis, the other striker there. Couple of notes from the coaching staffs as we enter the second half. On the Las Vegas side, the 1-0 lead, don't want to sit on it, not quite enough. And they're really looking to dominate the first 10 minutes and set the tone. As they press and trap every pass here, looking to take possession back, and they do just that. Buckley will throw in. Buckley, the goal scorer in the first half, on a rebound off a free kick. This ball played back, and the Oregon keeper, Quentin Kastner, will take possession. On the Timbers side, looking to address the runs in the middle of the field, trying to establish some 1v1s, and the talk was really to make runs unselfishly. Make runs for somebody else. Make runs to open up a 1v1. If you're the central striker and you're on the forward and you're making a run, pull somebody away. Give the guy on the wing the 1v1 opportunity off the corner of the box. That corner is earned here. On the far side of the field, the Timbers will take it. Comes in toward the middle of the box, high, and Aravalo makes the play. Catches it cleanly and clears it from danger. Played on to Storley. Storley's got a chance. Running down the left side of the box, plays it back to Lazaridis, and it'll sail out of bounds. The girls U14 championship will come up next on this field. Timbers play it away. Here comes Frankel. Down the field, sliding tackle. Advantage played. Frankel with it to the center of the field. He's looking for one himself. Shot on net and saved away. It'll be a corner, though. Frankel, you can see why he's the tournament's leading goal scorer after a play like that. Oh, they'll say no touch. No touch by the keeper. And that'll be a goal kick. Frankel just darted around three defenders on the left wing, sailed toward the center of the field, turned and sent one on net. It was just wide. Las Vegas wins it back here. Center, Jean-Francois plays to the ground, still with it. Barrio has it, looking to set something up, far post. Going for Tino Lopez, but it's long, and Quentin Kastner will play the goal kick. Storley plays it out of the air. This one along the right side. Flatal with it, looking to center. He does, and it's deflected out of bounds. This will be another corner. The Timbers definitely pressing harder with possession on the sideline here in this half. We saw it in the first half. They were searching for those long balls down the right side to Strange. Corner comes in again, Aravalo with it. Latal plays it ahead. Las Vegas, a nice job right now to retain possession. And just to update, Keanu Cano from the Timbers is back in there. The great save by Kastner. Aquino was tearing down the left side, got into the box, sent one on, and Kastner down to his rear end, deflects it away with his legs. To finish that update on Cano, who left with a bloody nose earlier, he is back in the match, so no issues there. Everything cleaned up, not a problem. Corner kick coming. And Ryan Rasmussen will take the kick for Las Vegas. Dangerous corner kick as Marcos Delgado got his head to it, but Kastner was right there to make the play. Cameron, free ball out of the air, and the Timbers looking to attack. A foul called here. Frankel went up to make the play. Looked like he got a forearm in his back. We'll have a couple of substitutions. A couple of starters will make their way back into the match. Victor Guzman-Gastelum, as well as Luke Strange. They come on replacing Lazaritas and Latal. Cameron, line drive, chased down on the baseline, and it looks like it will be a corner. Guzman-Gastelum was able to get there. It was flicked ahead toward the baseline, and Victor was there trying to center it back, deflected out of bounds. It'll be a corner. Strange taking the corner. Gastelum has it again along the right sideline. Strange in the middle and cleared away by Las Vegas. Frankel has it. He's got a chance in the open field. Storley in the center. Just a last-ditch effort from the Vegas center back. Was able to keep that one off of Storley's feet. Big thank you for tuning in here on Championship Sunday from the Region 4 tournament. This is the final of the U14 boys tournament between the Eastside Timbers from Oregon and Las Vegas Soccer Academy from Nevada. Barrio sending that one toward net, and Kastner able to scoop it up. Free kick coming right about midfield. And Cameron will take this one again. His last free kick, he kept low, a line drive that flicked off ahead and went on to Victor Guzman-Gastelum along the baseline, the end line. This one he sends high toward the net. Aravalo, the Las Vegas keeper, able to gobble it up, no problem. Contact on the sideline on the far side there. Lincoln Aquino running through a couple defenders, but he was entitled to his ground, and Las Vegas will keep possession. Free kick coming from them, for them, right along the sideline in the center of the field. Substitution for Las Vegas. Antonio Gomez makes his way back onto the field, replacing Don Jean-Francois. Again, it was Jean-Francois who was able to hold his ground and receive a foul. He was fouled to set up the free kick that led to Las Vegas's goal. That was in the 33rd minute. Caden Buckley able to put away a rebound. And that has Las Vegas on top 1-0 here in the regional championship. Kastner comes out to play away the long ball. Las Vegas again pressing down the left side. And that's where Lincoln Aquino has been found most of the day. Aquino making things happen for this Las Vegas side. Shot and save by Kastner. A great save. As Ubarrio had a great look, trapped it with his chest, down to the ground, spin, and shot on goal. But Kastner, diving to his left, was able to make the stop and keep possession of it to not allow for a rebound. Aquino again, playing down the left side. And got a little bit ahead of the ball that time. Timbers playing it out of the defensive end. Frankel trying to flick it on to Strange, not quite there. And now it's the defensive back line for Las Vegas trying to get it away. Aquino has possession again on the left wing. Played ahead. Now played back to Rasmussen. And Andy Gonzalez has it. Frankel trying to chase it down inbounds. He does. Not many numbers with him, but he'll dance through the defense anyway. Storley sends one on, and it's high, well over the crossbar. Storley shot from about 35 yards. Frankel had Cano running with him, but Las Vegas, a nice job to shut down that channel. So Frankel turned back across the pitch, found Storley on the trail, and Storley settled and one-timed. It's too high over the crossbar. Strange now pressing, and Strange giving the Timbers a chance. But Aravalo, the keeper for Las Vegas, a nice job to play it away. And stoppage here on the field. We have a Timber down. Looks like it might be Finn Ruger. He's back up now, and Las Vegas player getting a stern talking to. That's Antonio Gomez receiving the verbal warning. So free kick coming for the Timbers, and once again, it's Ian Cameron. And this ball will go back to Las Vegas, headed away initially and then played along the sideline. Arvalo out of the box trying to make a play. They'll send it back. Timbers unable to get possession. Now they play it all the way back to the keeper and back out. Cameron sends it over the top. Not high enough over the top. Cano chases through the defense. He's got it again. Through one more slide tackle. See if it gets out of bounds. It does, and a throw-in for the Timbers. Cano again. Circles back to his left, into a double team. Now back to his right. Sends it across the field to Strange. Strange in the middle of the field. He's doubled. Cameron tries to clear. It's sent straight up in the air. And now Vegas will have it. No, Cano plays it off the bounce. Frankel flicks on towards Storley. And Las Vegas looks like they will get out of it one more time. Great tackle there by Guzman Gastelum. Shot high here from Las Vegas. Solid defense by the Las Vegas midfield gets it back to them in a good position, but not quite on the same page there. And the Timbers will take it back. And Timothy Stevens will re-enter the match. Again, Stevens had the game-winning goal in the semifinal match. Shot and a save. As Tino Lopez doing a lot of the work himself there and then sent one on. Kastner able to scoop it up. Long ball played by the Timbers, and here comes Frankel. Just a touch too long. Aravalo able to get there first. Ubario with it along the right side, defended nicely. Buckley back to Ubario and stays in bounds, just does. Gonzalez in the middle of the field. Cameron clears. Another substitution coming on. This is for Las Vegas. It'll be Ryan Nogus returning to the match. I believe he replaces Rasmussen. Yes, he does. Couple of throw-ins here for the Timbers as they march their way down the field bit by bit. To go with it now, tosses it in. Cano tries to chase it down. He does. He's triple teamed and Flick just out of bounds again. Another throw. Something about as deep as he can get in the corner. It'll be Christopher Lambert making the throw. Searching for Strange, couldn't quite get it to him. But the Timbers trying to keep it in. Here's Storley, sailed over his head. Had it on toward goal by Las Vegas. And now picked up by Aravalo. Barrio spun around. Stevens now. Defended very well. Frankel by himself. He's got Strange on the right side if he wants him. That's where he goes. Strange, one touch, back to him. Strange. Again a deflection as he tries to find Frankel. And this overruled by the center official to give it back to the Timbers. Don Jean-Francois back into the match for Las Vegas. Another substitution will be coming shortly. And here it is. Jimmy Villasenor making his first appearance. As the Las Vegas bench implores Ubario, who comes off the field, imploring him to take his time, milking this 1-0 lead as we get later into the second half. Don Jean-Francois on the run. Now stop toward the left corner. He'll circle back. Gonzalez. Aquino plays into the box. Nobody home. Buckley centers. Too long. Another chance here. Las Vegas searching, can't get it. There it is. And that'll put them up 2-0. Can't quite tell who that was. It may have been the most recent substitute. I think it was. I think that was Jimmy Villasenor. 2-0 lead now for Las Vegas, as Portland will send on a couple more substitutes. Colm Dady making his first appearance, and Lucas Fisher back on. As now the Timbers will press. That goal set up just kind of a wild scrum in the box. Ball was sent in, and the Timbers couldn't quite clear it. A couple more shots deflected and blocked, and eventually one just squeaked through. Villaseñor able to go across the mouth of the goal inside the right post. Tucked it into the corner of the netting. And a mix between elation and relief for the Las Vegas bench as they went ahead 2-0. Buckley now coming off. And back on is the Antonio Gomez. Las Vegas again taking its time with the substitution. Rasmussen checking back in. I believe it's Aquino. In fact, it is. Lincoln Aquino coming off. Aquino's been the playmaker for this Las Vegas side. Timbers with a goal kick, trying to hustle things up, picking up the pace. Storley trying to chase it down. He cannot, but it'll stick with the Timbers as it goes out of bounds. Frankel now checked on the sideline. Again kicked out of bounds, and again Timbers ball. And again we will have a substitution here for Las Vegas. Using about as many as they can. and run that clock a little bit. The Eastside Timbers coaches certainly taking notice. Again, a 2-0 lead now for Las Vegas, a goal in each half. We're getting into the late stages of the second half. Jean-Francois coming off. Timothy Stevens on his way back in. The throw in coming. Centered. And a chance now for Frankel. Frankel outside to Strange. Strange winds up and it's blocked. Shu sends it back to the mix. Handball will be called, an unlucky bounce for Storley. Storley has been quieted in this one. 5 goals in the tournament. He had 2 in the semifinal. Both goals for the Timbers, including an overtime game winner. Las Vegas's talented back line has stifled him. Wesley Frankel, the leading goal scorer in the tournament, also shut out, obviously, for the Timbers, but he has gotten his looks. He's shown the immense amount of skill and talent that enabled him to be this tournament's leading goal scorer. That's really been one of the things to notice between him and Aquino. And even you look up and down the roster, Keanu Cano from the Timbers. And then on the Las Vegas side, we mentioned Aquino, but Caden Buckley, the goal scorer in the first half. Antino Lopez, it's the skill level. And at this U14 level, as it's now gone final. Finish up that thought, though, as Las Vegas celebrates a 2-0 win in the Region 4 U14 Boys Championship match, and they will be on their way to Frisco, Texas for Nationals July 25th through 31st. They avenged their loss in the regional final last year. 3 straight state cup champion teams here in this age division, this group specifically. And they end it in their 3rd trip to the regionals with a regional title. Finishing up the thought from before as we closed out the half. The skill level on display here at the U14 level, impressive. Impressive from both sides. Not necessarily the most physically dominating 13-year-old, 12-year-old who was able to make a difference in the game. It was the skill level and the talent. And congratulations to both sides. Of course, the Eastside Timbers from Oregon, the Oregon State champions. And this, their first loss of the regional tournament. First time not picking up a win in a match as they went 3-0 through pool play, arguably the most dominant team in pool play. A big win to open the semifinals, the quarterfinals to open the knockout stage. A 3-1 victory, and then a 2-1 overtime win against the defending champions in the semis, but they ran into a buzzsaw here from the Las Vegas Soccer Academy. The defense, impressive. The effort by the goalkeeper, David Aravalo, not to go without notice. So once again, a big thank you to everybody who tuned in. A 2-0 victory for Las Vegas, who will represent Region 4 at the national tournament. Much deserved. And a great season for the Eastside Timbers, the Oregon State champions. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll have plenty more coverage from the Region 4 Championship as Championship Sunday continues here from Boise, Idaho.
National League for us as a club has been the ultimate league. It's the single most important thing that we have within our program. And so it opens your eyes in terms of what's out there, not just within your region, but outside of that. And it's through competition. And there's nothing given here in terms of, oh, you're wonderful, you're great, and you've done great in the past. Here, come on in and play National League. No, every single year they understand that, like most things in life that are worthwhile, you have to earn it. And I think there's something really meaningful when you have to step on the field and know that you got there not because you were given something, but you earned that thing with everything that you had, and that's what makes it super special.
I first fell in love with the game of soccer at a really young age, probably my second year playing. I had a rough start. My first year, I never touched the ball once. I played 11v11